If my first year of fashion school was a TV show, this would be the part where I pretend I had it all together.
Chapter 1 starts in spring of last year. I decided that I was going to do online school. And, well, that sucked because I had all these great outfit ideas, but I was just in my house, too scared to go and make new friends in the fashion club. Later on, that obviously bites me in the ass. This is when I took a shit ton of intro courses, all the courses that you need to basically know about fashion, and I loved it. I loved every single second of it. I was like, wow, like I see my whole career ahead of me, but I still did not know what I wanted to do. Chapter 2, the people I met. This is my first time going in person to school. I was scared. I didn't know anyone, you guys. Walking to that class, I was like, oh, everyone looks cool as fuck. Everybody's style is good. Everybody looks so good, okay? My professor, she was like, oh, like everybody's doing introductions. I walked to the front of the class, have to introduce myself, see the finest man I've ever seen in my life. I was like, oh. So you can imagine how that semester went. We actually became friends. I mean, we're not friends anymore. Actually, he unfollowed me on Instagram. He got a girlfriend. So, yeah. Besides that, I did make some friends. Like Tracy. Baddie. I love her. I actually did my first shoot this fall. It was a Bratz themed shoot and I loved it. I was just around so many creative people. Like Bricky, she styled me, 8 each outfit, 8. I was obsessed with her, and like just like I don't think you guys understand how invigorating it is to be around things and people that you were passionate about. Like always like talking about something that you're passionate about. And that is when I took fashion e-commerce as well, and we were talking about marketing and like all that kind of stuff, and it was just like, wow, like this is dope. Like this is cool. This is also when I learned fashion merchandising and learning all the differences between like ready to wear and like runway and like all that kind of stuff. And I was like, whoa, my mind. Psh. And then like learning about like plackets. I will never forget what a placket is because my professor literally ingrained it into my head, okay? My grades were better than ever. Like literally I was going through this shit with flying colors, hanging out with people, meeting people, flirting, smiling, cheesing. Like that semester was fire. Chapter 3, bits were fire, the grades were not. Can't even speak because this past semester that I just got out of was literally hellish. I don't know what made me want to take 5 classes at once, but I did. And you guys, my high school was like a competitive high school. I thought I would be okay. I was not. My first time taking a sewing class. Whoa. Okay. I did social media marketing. That was online, thank God. Like I literally forgot what else I did. Fashion selection, I also did that. I loved that class, okay? But like I also felt like it was really stupid. It gave intro to fashion, but like more in depth. I feel like it's like things you learn on YouTube, you know, about fashion, like how to style people, how to style yourself, things like that, color theory, all that kind of stuff, which I love learning about. But I don't know, I was just very annoyed because of the things I was going on in my sewing class. But these projects were so hard to me, you guys. I was repeatedly missing class because there was a lot of stuff going on in my life at the time. So I was behind. Thank God I could take a sewing machine home. So I was here sewing for hours, 7 hours straight at my house. Just sewing. I've made a challenge dress and I've also made a dress shirt. Great. And I also made like a shit ton of samples, you guys. So I officially know how to sew. I can make clothes now. Everyone say yay. Yay. But submitting things late is usually not my form of expression, you guys. Like, so I actually broke my 4.0 streak and it actually hurt my soul. So I'm now at a 3.8 because of that sewing class. I got a B. I'm at like a 3.87 GPA. And social media and marketing class was super fun. I love that. I love like the internship simulation. Everything was fun. I loved that class. It actually lasted like half a semester. So the second half of the semester where I had harder projects, I was grateful to not have that class, but I was appreciative of what I learned because I feel like I'm like really good at social media now. Chapter 4, fashion school kind of gives theater. What I mean by that is everything is so much more dramatic. Maybe it's just like the high amount of stress and like the different energies than like you would find in like a math classroom or a science classroom. But everything is so much more intense. Like I would have people like telling their most like craziest life stories while sewing. How are we sewing while like crying? How are we doing that? And like then like there was this one guy who'd be high sewing. How do you do that? Okay, clicks all the time. And like especially in fall semester when I was new and I was like entering these cliques because apparently everyone knew each other. It was very, very like annoying. But I'm glad for the people that did like talk to me. Very grateful for them. Well, even though I'm a fashion major, it often gave theater. Like people were so dramatic, people were singing, yelling, all that kind of stuff, just melodramatic, and I loved it. But I definitely played the role of like mysterious girl who was like super cool, super sexy, but like a little weird. Chapter 5, what I learned. Somewhere between the deadlines and the daydreams, me walking down the runway or marketing like this high fashion brand, I actually like found myself and my style and who I am. And not that I didn't know who I was before, but I kind of like honed in on it. I feel like when you are alone most of the time, I'm alone a lot of the time, even though I'm with my friends and my family, I do like my alone time, but you don't really see who you are until you're around other people who you don't consider close. And so I loved kind of like learning about myself through other people. I loved meeting other creatives. It was really refreshing. I loved all the people that came into our classes to speak who shared their testimonies in like the fashion industry and like where they are taking their career. It was really inspiring for me. It was just super refreshing to actually like go after one of my dreams, one of my goals, and I want you to do the same, period. Like please do the same. Go after your goals, go after your dreams. Like I beg you, like don't fall into this trap of society. Go after your dreams. Like this isn't the end, just the end of season 1. Come back for season 2 next year. Next season, more fashion, less breakdowns, hopefully. Or not. We'll see. And you can also follow me on the journey on TikTok, Instagram, and here too. So you should subscribe and like this video. Yeah. Bye. Love you.